So the following indicator we're going to cover is the trend retracement trades. Now the trend retracement trades and the advanced retracement indicator actually look exactly the same. So if you apply them onto the chart, you're actually going to get the same settings for them. The reason why I've got duplicates of them is because I use the advanced retracement indicator in the advanced retracement strategy, and I use the trend retracement trades indicator in the Medina wick trader strategies. So that is the difference. That's the only difference really, but if you're just applying it to a chart, it's going to show you those retracement values. So as a quick little test, or as a quick little introduction to how that strategy works with the indicator, I'm just going to change this chart to a trending baseline chart using the DTB bars. So we use the DTB bars primarily for the Medina wick trader strategies. I'm just going to load up a 300 bar, so a 1-300, and that's going to give me a trending baseline. So similar to the 440 baseline we saw earlier, this is a 300 baseline. I'm going to remove these old markers on the chart. So what's happened is we've actually had a very nice wick form on this one, and it seems like this price is going to be returning back to the baseline. Alright, so this could also be an indication. So if you've got your advanced retracement indicator loaded up on a chart and you've got the settings on there, you're looking for probabilities of price returning to a baseline. So once you see a retracement like this from its low, that could be a really good opportunity to actually enter into this position from this value, which is 13,410. So as soon as this bar turns green, which will be the close of this first green bar, and it's going to paint that line, so immediately from that line it's going to be green and it's going to give you that triangle. So that is also a chance or an opportunity to start your strategy, and at the moment the price has moved 40 ticks away from that level. So 13,410.75, so 13,410.75. Let's just use the ruler on this chart. So from there up to where it's moved now, currently 35 ticks. But let's have a look at the strategy. So the strategy I'm going to load on here is the Medina wick trader trending baseline, because we've got a trending baseline chart. This will just be a very quick introduction to the strategy, just showing the indicator. It's not going to be an in-depth video on the strategy. That's going to be covered in a later video. But there's the retracement value that you put into your strategy. So you can select that retracement value. So like over there we've got 100. So if you had 100 retracement in this strategy, what will happen is it would have entered a position exactly on that mark where that line has drawn, because the price has retraced 100 ticks from this value. So that is a value that you can use in this strategy. What I also like to do with this strategy is I like to take multiple positions running the price up. So you can also limit this retracement value to an amount. You can even go as low as 2 retracement. And the reason why you can do that is because, first of all, you are selecting the minimum distance from the baseline to enter a position. So on this wick, here's the baseline over here. You can select how many ticks down the baseline must the price be before it enters a position. So for example, we will have it as 20 ticks. So the first trade will only be 20 ticks from the baseline. And then the maximum distance from baseline to enter a position is, I'm going to put this as 280, which means that if the price, it'll only enter between the 20 mark and the 280 mark. It'll show you that zone, and that's the area where the strategy will enter positions. Stop ticks, basically it's the size of the baseline with a little bit of leeway. So make it 320. And the space out entry. So using space out entries, The reason why we can have a very low retracement is that we can actually choose for these positions to be spaced out. So if we only want one position every 20 ticks, it will only enter a maximum of one position in every 20 tick area of this wick between the minimum and the maximum value that we select. So that's why that retracement can be lower when we are using the space out entries. And I can use a fixed profit target, which will just be 5 ticks from the baseline, and then activate this strategy. So let's just have a look at what this looks like on the chart. Okay, so that's showing the minimum and the maximum marker. I'll press start, which is the box over there, and because we just had a 2 retracement, it's actually going to enter a position immediately because it's a very small retracement, but it's going to only enter the next position once the price has moved at least 20 ticks away from its current entry and from any other entry. So as an example, on this strategy, we've had a total of 10 entries per direction. So there'll be a maximum of 10 positions entered on this wick, but they won't be within 20 ticks of each other, so they'll be spaced out. So that's how we are able to use the trend retracement trades indicator on this specific strategy, and why I needed a duplicate version of it so that it can behave differently on this strategy as opposed to the other strategy. So of course I just activated the strategy at a random point. You know, we are closer to the baseline, so we currently are 88 ticks away from the baseline, and the baseline break point is round about there, which is 222 ticks. So that's not a very good risk reward type of an entry to enter, or a good spot to activate the strategy. But this video was just about showing you where the trend retracement trades indicator is used, or how it is used. Alright, so the next video we'll cover one of the next indicators, which is the trend following, which is a pretty awesome indicator. So we'll go into that one next. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.